Hello and welcome back to another video. This intro is going to be really quick compared to my other Scrawlr challenge intros, which is what we are doing today. You will have seen in the title. Because I'm currently filming this on my tablet because I need to use my phone for the first part, and then I will be swapping back to my phone to film because it's got a much better camera and I know that the sound's a bit better. So, the Scrawlr challenge is Hodgepodge. Which basically random set of items. So I thought I'd make this even more difficult for myself than I usually do, and I thought we'd use a random object generator to come up with my objects. Now the reason I'm doing it on my phone and not my tablet is because my tablet doesn't want to connect to the internet, which could mean my phone might not want to, but I'm trying to use my data rather than internet connection, you know, all the technical stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly generate the objects, and then we're going to go back to the box and incorporate those in, and we'll go have a quick look at the supplies again. Obviously much more detailed unboxing, I'll leave the details below for you to watch, but yeah, let's get started with this random item. Make sure I don't show you my lock screen password. So yeah, how are we doing? So this is the random object. There's an advert going on there which we probably shouldn't be showing you. Let's put in, I'm putting 10 in because even if I don't use all 10, it'll give us a few options. Okay, so 10 random objects, and you see them: sailboat, safety goggles, candy wrapper, canteen, mailbox, nail filer, record player, hairpin, hook, can of peas. So that's our 10 random objects. I don't think we could get much more random, could we? So I will type them up on the screen for you to see as we're doing this so that I can use my phone. And I'll speak to you again in a minute when I've swapped over cameras. Okay, thank you. Okay, back to the decent camera on my phone. Well, relatively decent. I've also got the door of the studio open because it's just too warm in here otherwise. So yeah, Scrawlrbox 104, Hodgepodge. I'll go back over the items in a minute, but let's have a quick reminder of our items in the box. So Scrawlrzine, we had, that's our swatching from last time, our watercolour paper, which is hot press and nice and smooth, our featured artist, our sticker. We had the white gouache, which we had a few issues with, and I've spoken to the general Scrawlrbox community and it wasn't just me. So yeah, we had our Inktense set of pencils and our Pro Art paintbrush. So I was looking through the Inktense pencils because I thought there were some new ones there. It seems that we have got 4 of the 6 are the new Inktense pencils, so the 28 that came out after the first 72, which is quite nice to have that. So yeah, we've got a nice mix. And as you know, I go through these, I plan my Scrawlr challenge pretty well. So why I'm doing this such a random thing, I don't know. But we'll see how it turns out. That's all we can do. So yeah, this was my planning. Oh, sorry, tired. So 10 random objects on a random object generator. Because I thought, oh, it'd be fun. And now I'm thinking, oh my god, how am I going to do this? So I'm not sure that everything's going to get on there. The canteen, for example, I'm not sure. I'll type them on the screen for you so you can see them there now. But we're just going to, you know, hodgepodge it, as they say. They don't, but you know what I mean. And because it's random, it doesn't matter what colours they are. This is what I'm telling myself. So let's get started and see what we can come up with. Okay, yeah, that was our swatching before. Obviously we are going to have to do some mixing of colours. I'm really kind of hoping the gouache will work out better. I'm going to find a palette, which I thought I'd already got out, which I haven't. Aha, use my ceramic one. Yeah, so I'm just going to have a sketch. First of all, try and put some of the bits on the paper. I'll speed it all up for you because it won't be that fun to watch. And yeah, I'll speak to you in a minute. Okay, so as I said, I've not included the canteen. I just wasn't sure how to do it without looking it all up, and I haven't really had a chance to do that. So I've got 9 of the 10 items on there. Very basic sketch. With mailbox, I went for a post box because it's UK. Sorry. But yeah, let's see how we can do this with colour now. I mean, some things are simple. Like, the candy wrapper doesn't matter. Yeah. Why did I do this to myself? Hopefully we can mix up some colours as well in the palette. And yeah, just give it a go, see what comes out. I think I'll start with the simple things. I'll start with like the candy wrapper and that, and just do some basic colours for there. Obviously I've now got lines because I've kind of done it in pencil and it's not graphite pencil. The thing is, you don't need that much on paper. It's quite highly pigmented, so I don't know if I can just do stuff. Yeah, probably need a little bit, but not as much. Move it out. Right. Oh, this is so... I think I can draw on the palette so that I can mix them up. Let's have a go. Because they're Inktense, you can kind of get a bit of it in there. Yeah. You can't see it because there's not a lot there. Oh, that's good. If you put the water on first, you get a bit more. Awesome. Which means I will be able to kind of mix colours a bit easier. And use it a bit more like a normal watercolour. I'm not going to do it everywhere. I might use some of it just as a normal pencil as well. No water. I might use the blue on there a bit. And kind of I want it darker on the body, obviously, of the sweet. That's the only thing. Should wait to dry a little bit because it's merging in. It's bleeding. That's the problem with me and watercolour. I don't have the patience that I should have for it. Oh well. Right. Let's see if I can get a red for my post box. As I said, it doesn't really matter. It shouldn't hurt if I kind of just, you know, want to do basic different colours for each thing. I'll get there in the end. So we might go with just a flamingo pink one. It's close to red anyway. And having it watered down this much, you can't really tell, it's just like pink. Right. Let's see, what should we do? What should we try? What colour shall we make? I can make green as well. I've got yellow and blue. See, that's the thing, I haven't got all of the primary colours. You know what? I'm going to fill in the colours. I'll show you basically how I'm going to be doing it, and then we'll come back and talk at another point. It may be not until I've finished colouring it in, or it may be after. We'll find out in a minute. Okay, I'm just pausing for a minute because I'm gonna try and mix the gouache into the iron blue here because I think it'll make it a nice lighter colour. We'll see how we go. But I'm hoping this works better this time. I did kind of get some advice and I massaged it and I did all of that, and Still quite watery, which is really annoying. I did all the massaging of it beforehand. We've got a bit better coverage this time. Let's see if it will mix in. I'm kind of trying to make it look like a gel, and it doesn't at the moment. Needs a bit more water in that. Probably should have mixed it in the palette first. But hey ho, it is what it is. Right, we'll leave it at that for the moment. I'll get back to you again when I get towards the end. Okay, so I've got most of the wet stuff down that I want to. It's all going to be now about adding detail in, using the gouache for some highlights, making sure the edges are how I want them. You'll see that I haven't always used the water with the pencil because I like the texture of the pencil. Obviously it's got to be pretty dry before I can do the detailing. So I'm going to leave it now and come back to it tomorrow when I know for sure it's all dry and where I want it to be. So it'll be a few seconds for you, it'll be about 24 hours for me, and I will see you soon in a second. Okay, this is just a quick insert about the gouache so that I can show you a bit more close up. So it's taken me a while. I've decided off camera to have a go at making sure the gouache is okay ahead of filming with it, and it's taken me all of this to get actually something that looks like a kind of gouache consistency. It's a bit thicker, something I could actually use, whereas all of this is just like water. But yeah, I realised I wasn't filming that. It's just all like water, which is really rubbish. But yeah, that's just something I quickly wanted to tell you. So back to the video, main video. Okay, we're back, which for you has been a second, for me has been a bit longer, and I will have just inserted something about the gouache for you to watch. So, now it's time to put more detail on to our Hodgepodge thing. I thought it'd be all dry. That did not feel dry, just then. But it's been 24 hours, so I was hoping to. I'm quite happy with how the hook is now a bit more shiny. I'm going to use the gouache on this to kind of make that a bit shinier. Other bits I'm going to add some detail on with the pencils. That is still very damp and I don't know why. So yeah. Obviously that looks nothing like a nail file at the moment. There's details to add on here. And I'm going to use the gouache as well to kind of add some highlights in as well. So, yeah, I will have spoken to you about the gouache already in that little clip. But yeah, let's get to it. So I want to use this on like the safety goggles to add like some white highlights. I'm going to turn the brightness down. I mean, it's still not great, but it's better than it was. And now on the kind of can as well. Yeah, I'm not finding this stuff easy to use. It's just, yeah, I'm going to say it's not very good, this gouache. I would definitely, if I was doing it again, swap it out for something different, for a different one. It's very hit and miss. I'm going to add, even though my hook's quite shiny already, just try and add a bit more on. Whether it shows off or not is a different question. Try and make my disc look a little bit shiny on my record player. Okay, that's all I'm going to do with the gouache for now. So let's go back to these. I need to sharpen this. So let's go with the T-Gal and see before we can get anything. I always find diamond pencils really difficult to sharpen. Oh, that's a nice sharp point. Won't stay that sharp for long, but never mind. So I'm going to do my word peas first. Oh, that was always going to happen, it was just too sharp. My can of peas. I'm going to put some peas on the label. I'm going to turn it this way. There we go. Right, let's do a outline on my mailbox, postbox. Obviously I'm using the iron blue just because it's the darkest colour. And I want a dark outline. The hook I'm going to leave as it is, I think, for now. I wanted to put some more decoration onto my sailboat, so I'm going to put some orange dots on the sails. I mean, that is the thing with Inktense, you can easily layer these over the top. I wonder if I can paint like a little anchor or something on the side of the sailboat. How's that would go? Just do it with the gouache. Yeah, I like that. And where its name would be. Just do a little bit. There. Yeah, that's alright. Right. Nail file. How am I going to make this look like a nail file? I'm going to have to kind of add some bumps in, I think, to add the kind of texture to it. I use the brown. It's really not easy. Whose idea was it to draw one of these? Let's add some texture. And then we've got my details on my record player. So I'm going to do this bit in brown. And then we've got the buttons to do, which I'll do in the blue again. Try and add some depth to this record. Go back to the sweet wrapper, put some edges around them. Okay, and I think we're done. So, just an overview of the supplies before I say goodbye to you all. Inktense pencils, I've got I like them anyway. They're a good pencil. They do what they say. They are long lasting, and you can kind of do mixed media with them. They're really good. Good selection of colours. Brilliant. Paintbrush, loved it. This was what let it down. And it's not Scrawlrbox's fault. I'm not blaming Scrawlrbox. I don't even know if it's just a dodgy gouache tube. But, I mean, I've squeezed out quite a lot of that and barely got any actual paint that I could use out of it. So I'm guessing it's the binder. I did all the massaging of it that I got suggested on the Facebook group. I think it might just be my tube. It's just very much a dud. Other than that, the experience has been good. Another good box, another well put together box. A very random challenge that I hope I've done okay. But yeah, other than that, I don't think there's much more to say. Obviously, please like and subscribe if you can. As always, I'm really grateful if you do. It really helps me out and makes me feel a bit better about doing this. And a bit better about myself as well, let's be honest. Comment if there's anything you want to ask, if there's anything you want to see on the channel. I will try and do my best to accommodate it. All social media links are down below. There will be a link to the unboxing of this video as well. Yeah, I think that's everything. We'll find out if I've missed stuff out. But other than that, all that's left to say is thank you for watching, and I will see you soon with another video. Goodbye.